Hey, I am Weighty G, and I said what I said.
I said what I said,
As
and
always.
I'm not changing on it.
Whew, gosh, I don't know if you could see right through this camera. I'm like hot, sweaty, not just because I'm in my little studio recording. I've been hot, I've been a little sweaty just because I'm a black man in America. And it's so much racial injustice as well as black stupidity that is defending black injustice at all costs, that is getting on my last nerve. For those who are following me on my personal Facebook page, you see me put out this statement, just how I feel about a couple of people in particular who's been in national news regarding race relations of the past week. That's Candace Owen, the head prostitute of white conservative supremacy, which I'll talk about that at another time. And about this episode, this gay black, I'm not saying black gay, and I'll tell you why, this gay black bird watcher named Christian Cooper. So in a nutshell, for those who are unaware about Christian Cooper and the goings on of his past few days, a video went viral on social media where he had some kind of confrontation with a white woman in New York City Central Park who was walking her dog. He didn't like the fact that her dog was not on a leash. He corrected her, and the videotape began when she told him that he was harassing her, to leave her alone, not to tell her what to do with her dog. And because he kept telling her to do something about her dog or else he will, she decided that she will call the police on him, but emphasize that she will let the police know that she's being harassed by an African-American man. And of course, her emphasis is what caused the uproar on social media. I was outraged by it myself. Even though on his own account of what happened before the video and through the video, through his own admission on his Facebook account, he mentioned how he harassed her and was doing it through her dog. The fact is that she made it a qualifier of getting him in trouble with the law with his skin color. I can understand that she didn't like the fact that she was being harassed by him, or he didn't mind his own business and wanted to bother her dog in retaliation. But come on, this is America. And as long as racism has been over 400 years, we know that it's still going on in 2020, and it's an issue. It's a problem. Discrimination of any kind, especially when you're making a somewhat of a false police report and ensuring the police knows that you're being quote unquote harassed by an African American male. That was a signal in hopes of he receives the kind of punishment that other African American men have been seen to take on social media when they get in trouble with the cops, right, wrong, or to be determined. So that's where people like me took umbrage, and felt some kind of a relief that her employer decided to terminate her employment because of the attention that they had to receive, being that we weren't going to let her get away with this. Amy Cooper, I believe that's her name. So it's okay. We're saying, you know what? She needs to deal with her consequences for the racism. A lot of us would like to see that go even further with, calling the cops and deciding to press, or I don't even know how far her phone call went, but she did call the cops to make some kind of formal complaint against an African American male, harassing her, threatening her life, and we see that on camera that he was not threatening her life. So a lot of us feel like she should get in more legal trouble on the legal standpoint for that. Now, with that, how we all felt about her, we felt all kinds of sympathy for Christian Cooper, the guy who was videotaping her, who was receiving that kind of racist treatment. We imagine ourselves, we as black men like me, imagine ourselves being in his shoes. And could have been him and may not have had a camera. And the cops could have come, taken her side, and maybe we not be alive for the rest of the world to know what happened. Or for the rest of the world to happen, but because we were dead. A lot of us also think about Central Park 5. Where Central Park 5 happened is the same place where Amy and Christian Cooper, no relation to one another, got into their altercation where Amy wanted to use his race against him to get him in trouble with the police. If you don't know about the Central Park 5, look it up, Google it, Wikipedia. I'm not going to go over that in this video. But as we have been, empathizing with this gay black man, and champion him for putting his story out there so that racism at that kind of level can continue to be combated, and hopefully send a message to white people, especially the racist white people, or the white women, white men who love to exercise their privilege against others, primarily black people, that you're not going to get away with this. And we're going to see to it that you could get into all the trouble you can. You put us in harm's way, we put you back in harm's way. But Mr. Cooper decided to have a change of heart once he got media attention. He gets on The View, he gets on Don Lemon's CNN Tonight Show, and wants the public to stop condemning the white woman who used the qualifier of his skin color to get him in trouble with the cops on an allegation that was blatantly a lie, because for his luck, he caught it on video. Then wanted to use his sister as the scapegoat of his video becoming viral because he shared it with her. She put it on social media, and then it took a life of its own. Well, no, it didn't go almost exactly like that, because he also helped his narrative that he shared with his sister that she posted on social media by even going more viral by putting it on his own Facebook and shared it with everyone, even giving a detailed account on what happened, including his harassment of her that encouraged her to call the cops on him, and then create a lie on why she would be calling the cops, and then use his skin color as a qualifier. So now he wants to backpedal and wants to feel sorry for the woman who could have had his life ended, and wants us, the public, to feel sorry for her because she lost her 6-figure job. She can't keep the dog that she was choking while trying to call the police, while calling the police on him and using his skin color as his qualifier. He wants us to feel sorry for his oppressor. Well, I think not. But then also I have to think, why would he want us to forgive her? And now mind you, what I'm about to say here is what I digged up and shared with the outlets, the YouTubers, the Instagrammers, and the media who have been exposing his social circle. I saw that immediately once his video became viral, because I wanted to get to know more of who he is and see how far I wanted to support him. And of course, the reason why he's doing this is, one, because his social circle is entirely white and gay. So he must be feeling the pressure of, I don't know if he has a gay white lover, but as a man who's been around the white gay men, as a gay YouTuber, gay blogger, gay man of the community, where if you exude your blackness amongst them, or where they could see it, they love to exclude you and put you out. And I'm sure, I can't verify it, but just from looking at his social circle, I am very certain that they put the pressure on him. Now, I'm not saying my friend's name, but I had this debate with a friend of mine who was trying to say, well, you know, because of his age, I guess he's 50-something, I didn't bother to look that part up, that maybe it's because of his age and what he has to lose is the reason why that he's backpedaling so much, and I should empathize with that. No, I'm not empathizing with that because, again, that man is of a certain age. He's definitely older than me. I'm 43. He looks older than me. So as somebody who's lived at least 4 or 5 decades on Earth is no stranger to racism. Is no stranger to seeing videos going viral in the past so many years of white people, or not, I'll just say non-black people, exuding their privilege of their skin color and using the color of black people to get whatever quote-unquote justice that they want to get, or whatever the way they want to get at any cost to the black person. What happened to Cooper is not the first. Christian Cooper is not, he's not the first. That situation is not the first. I wish it would be the last. So I'm not going to feel sorry for him. I'm not going to empathize with him. I do condemn him. Oh, yes, I do. I don't condemn him enough to feel sorry for Amy Cooper, because what she did was totally wrong, and she deserves all of the punishment that has come her way and will come her way over this. She'll think twice about using another person's skin color, particularly a black person, when she can't get her way. Because I can speak on that kind of experience from a black man dealing with a white woman, a white male, from them using my blackness against me, either explicitly or implied, to get their way over me. But more so with him, to use your video for it to go viral, knowing that whatever comments will happen from it, knowing what would happen with that video coming out, you still chose Charles Cooper, or whatever your name is, Cooper, to go to Don Lemon, to go to The View, and get on print media to share your story. If you did not want what happened to her happen to her, that stuff happened before you got on CNN and The View. You didn't have to do it. You made the choice to do it. So you telling us to back off from her and not wish her losing her privileges and losing everything that she has in life for trying to ruin your life as a black male? I won't look at you as a black male. I'll look at you as an idiot who is being a prostitute right now for white gay supremacy, or just white supremacy overall, so that you don't feel the heat for the sins of Amy Cooper. I said what I said.
I said what I said,
As
and
always.
I'm not changing on it.